Hey y'all, it's Sheila. Thank you for stopping by and spending some of your time with me. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Doing a tag today. Some of y'all like those, some of y'all don't. But this tag will let you know a little bit more about me and my spending habits. I'm doing the beauty consumer tag. Is that what it's called? Beauty consumer tag. Do I buy too much? I saw my good friend, one of my besties, Marlene from Marlene Fab and Glam, do this. We both saw Jen Love's reviews to it, and I thought, I'm going to do that. Some of my answers may surprise you. What do y'all think? You think I spend a whole lot, large amounts on makeup throughout the year? Do you think that? Um, let's get started. How much do you spend on makeup a month or a year? I know exactly how much I spend. I do. I keep up with it. Uh, I have things flagged in my accounting program on my computer, so I know exactly what I spend. And I always use my debit card. So, you know, last year I just became Rouge at Sephora. Last year I spent $1,100 at Sephora. Last year I spent $48 at Ulta, and last year I spent $88 at various drugstores and at the cosmetic company outlet, one of the places I love to shop. I spent $76, $79. That's what I spent last year. My drugstore purchases, most of it was skincare, not skincare, face wash, uh, cotton rounds, stuff like that. About the only thing I buy at the drugstore now is mascara and lipstick. That's it. Uh, the $1,100 at Sephora, $500 that was gifts for other people, and Ulta was tanning stuff. So I have found that I spend less money, and I spent less this year than previous years. I have, and I did that, I think, because I did most of my shopping at Sephora. That's gonna shock some of y'all. How can you spend less at Sephora? Um, I have spent less by shopping at Sephora. Now during the Rouge sales, um, I'm buying backups of skincare. This Inky List heptapeptide that I've talked about over and over. I've bought 5 of those this year. A big part of my Sephora purchases were the Floor and Bath CBD facial serum, the age adapting facial serum, and gifts for others for birthdays and Christmas. Yeah. Ulta, I'm not going to be shopping there anymore. And I know there are people that love Ulta. They love the point system. And on this day, you get 10 times the points. And on this day, you get 6 times the points. That doesn't work for me. That just doesn't work for me with Ulta. Every time I log on to the Ulta website, it won't let me in and it redirects me to change my password. And I'm not the only one. I've got a couple of local friends that have the same problem, and Monica, my buddy Monica from Monica's Beauty and Lifestyle, has the same problem. It's not just me. And twice this year, I went into Ulta, didn't buy anything, walked up there and said, "Can you tell me why when I try and log on to the website, it always tells me to reset my password?" Got on the computer and they go, "Oh, we have to manually reset it here. There's a problem." I'm like, "What's the problem?" "Well, I don't know if it's got to be reset." "Okay, you're good to go. It won't happen anymore." And it happens again. So I'm just kind of over Ulta. Y'all know I do most of my shopping from home. And if I'm going to be banging my head against my laptop trying to shop at Ulta, I'm just not going to shop at Ulta. So I know the Sephora point system is not as good as the Ulta point system, but I have no problem in logging on to Sephora, placing my order, and it's at my back door, the patio door, in 2 days. Yeah, so I'm kind of over Ulta. Did you think I would have spent more than that? Yeah, most of my Sephora budget was on skincare items. That's what most of it was. The Now what I'm leaving out of this, I do big makeup shopping in April. That's my birthday month, and Ulta's my birthday is the 28th of April, and Ulta's already always out of the birthday gift when I go in there to get it. "Well, it's late in the month. We're out." Sephora wasn't out. Anyway, money that is gifted to me for my birthday or gift cards, I'm not adding into these numbers because it wasn't my money. It wasn't money out of my bank account, so I'm not adding that in. It was a gift. Do you ever feel guilty about how much you spend on makeup? No, no, I don't. Do you get FOMO, fear of missing out, related to makeup releases? No, I don't. There's been very little makeup release this year that has been inspiring to me. My jam, my makeup love is eyeshadow palettes, and I wear brown and brown and brown and burgundy and plum and a little purple, and there's been very little that has inspired me this year. I've seen a lot of green, a lot of gold, a lot of blue, a lot of orange. I don't wear that. I don't like it. I do have on a green shirt today, though. I'm wondering if it's showing up green or black. So, no, I don't get FOMO. And no. Do you purchase or keep items simply because they are limited edition? No, I purchase makeup to use. I don't have any makeup here in this room that's not been used. Some of those eyeshadow palettes might not have been used in a while. Would you be willing to pay more money for a sold out product online? No, not doing it. Do you wish you could spend more or less? I'm fine right where I'm at. Some of the skincare items that are really working for me are, an ounce for close to $80. But it works. It works. So I'm going to keep paying that $80 for an ounce. Yeah, I am. Do you feel compelled to buy something when you see it in someone else's collection? Let's talk about this collection thing for a minute. I have friends who are collectors, a lot of different friends in my real life and on YouTube. And there's no judgment from me on that. Now, I know I'm going to be judged for some of my answers here, but, I'm just giving it to you like it is. I'm giving it, this is the real. I'm not a collector of makeup. Everything I have, I use. I don't need every single palette that a particular brand makes. Number one, I don't like every single palette that a particular brand makes because I'm so color specific in what I like. Therefore, I don't need that in my collection, in my stash, in what I use. So no, I don't think I collect makeup, and I don't get envy when I see someone else have it. Marlene, for instance, wears a lot of different colors of eyeshadow and they look beautiful on her. Greens and blues. I can wear a little navy. Greens and blues and oranges and all that. It just doesn't look good on me. It just doesn't. I don't look good at all. And some of y'all saying, girl, you don't look that good right now. Working with what I got. Just working with what I got. Do you buy more during the holidays? Yes, I do, because I have friends that love makeup gifts. Friends locally that love makeup gifts. And yeah, family that loves makeup gifts. So I do spend more during the holidays. But most of my holiday purchases from Sephora, they're not necessarily for me, they're gifts. Have you ever hidden a makeup purchase from family or friends? No, I haven't done that. Do you have more than 10 products in your collection that you have not used in over a month? Yeah. Eyeshadow palettes. I've got only 2 eyes in this head, but I love eyeshadow palettes. But on the flip side, I only have 2 bronzers. I know, 2 bronzers. This one, and this is the small one, the $15 one from Too Faced, the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I'm going to get that really up there. You can see there's some around the edge, but it was beginning to get on my nerves trying to get my brush in there to get it out. So during the Sephora sale, I got a new one. This small one will last me over a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I have another one by Anastasia. If if I've self-tanned and my makeup is looking a little light, this is just a tad warmer, and I'll put this on. And there's a lot in here, and I've been using this for a year and a half. I use both of these all the time. Two bronzers. I also have two blushes. This is one of them. It by Pores. Sweet Cheeks. It's a warm peachy pink. It's a color that's about the color of blush I like. And I got it for $9.99, and it came with this It brush. It was a special value, or I can't remember. I may have gotten it at QVC. I may have gotten it from Sephora. I can't remember. Anyway, I have a blush in here. This came in a BoxyCharm, which I've canceled. I like this blush. That's my other blush. There's a bronzer in here. Don't really like it, but I like it for a transition. This is just an all over lid color that I've used, and I don't use the highlighters. Now, last year for my birthday, I did get this. This is the Natural Face from Too Faced. It's a regret. These two are very shimmery, too shimmery for this face. This one's very shimmery. This bronzer is too warm, and this blush, I like the blush, but it's not something I would travel with. It's a nice palette. It just didn't work out for me. So I have two blushes. Two. Have you ever been pressured to purchase something you could not afford or did not need? No. I don't cave under makeup pressure. I don't. Do you purchase makeup for collector reasons? No, I don't do that. I purchase makeup to use. In your makeup journey, have you become less or more consumeristic? I think I've stayed the same. I've always purchased like this. Mainly my two things that really reeled me in were eyeshadow palettes and lipstick. That's pretty much the same way I am. Uh, I have 3 foundations from the drugstore, 2 really, one's empty, and 3 foundations from Sephora. I don't have 20, 30 foundations open. The 3 that I have from Sephora, Too Faced Sweet Peach, the Anastasia foundation, and Estee Lauder. And I wear one of these 3 most days. I did try the Revlon Candid this year. It is a beautiful foundation. I loved having a foundation from the drugstore. But let's just compare these two. I can get this at the CCO for around $34. This I paid $12.99 for. And if I used it every day, it would last about 2.5 weeks. I'm going to put my dollars in this. This bottle of 2C3 Fresco, I just finished up. There's just maybe one more use down in there. I'm going to have to take one of those things and get it out. This over a year. And I wore this every day for the better part of a year. Now here is one that I should include, the Shiseido BB Sport in medium. Technically I could call this a foundation, but I personally think of this more as a sunscreen. And a lot of my spending budget at Sephora has been on sunscreens. I am diligent with my sunscreen. I've had many skin cancers, so a big part of my budget, and I list that as I technically list that as skincare in my head, not makeup. But the other drugstore foundation I picked up this year was the Soap and Glory Kick Butt foundation. It's quite nice. And then I found another one by Revlon. It is a creamy compact. I quite like it. I thought about talking to y'all about this and doing a wear test. If you're interested in seeing how this cream compact from Revlon works, tell me below. So there are my answers. I don't care if you judge me. I know my thing is lipstick and eyeshadow. And I know that I have more eyeshadow than I could ever use. But it's something that brings me a lot of joy. And I don't overshoot my budget. I just don't. I'm constantly in my head thinking forward to retirement and, living off of Social Security. I don't know many people that can live off Social Security. So I'm very protective of my budget, my bank account. David and I both are. And yeah, so you can judge me. I don't care. I'm not going to judge you because I'm not paying for your makeup. I'm not paying for what you buy. If you want to buy $500 worth of makeup every week, that's on you. That's your budget. Maybe your budget's a lot bigger than mine. I wouldn't, no. Anyway, there are my answers. Tell me below. Were you surprised or did you pretty much think that's the way I would be? Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you make it a great day. On my lips today is a discontinued lip liner. Um, it's a brownish mauve, and on top of that, this came in a BoxyCharm, is the Dose of Colors. I really don't like this color. It's called Nude Mood. Nude Mood. I don't like lip colors like this. They wash me out. So they have that dark lip liner, and then I went over it with a Fenty gloss. Yeah, I never match my stuff up in this bright pink. So that's what's going on the lips today. Y'all have a wonderful, happy new year. I wish you a happy, healthy, prosperous new year full of a lot of laughs. And I'll see you in the new year. Bye now.